Hello everyone, this is Victor here. Welcome to my channel, The Intelligent Investor, where you will learn about stock investing and personal finance that will help you become a great investor. Now in today's video, I want to talk about why I am investing in the upcoming Ant Group IPO that is expected to go public sometime in October this year or maybe later on this year, depending on when the Chinese regulators will approve the deal. Now, just to give you some information about this video, I'm going to talk about some background of the IPO as well as the 6 main reasons why I am investing in Ant Group IPO. Now, if you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe, and also hit the notification button so I will know what type of videos you like, and I will create many videos about stock investing and personal finance that will help you become a great investor. Here are some backgrounds of the upcoming Ant Group IPO. Ant Group is actually the parent company of Alipay. Alipay is the largest and most popular digital payment service platform in China, as well as the biggest fintech company in China with the biggest market share. Alipay currently has 55% mobile payment market share compared to its biggest competitor, WeChat Pay, that has 38% market share as of Q1 2020. Jack Ma is the richest man in China and is also the founder of Alibaba. Now, Jack Ma is actually also the controlling shareholder of Ant Group. Alibaba is the largest e-commerce company in China, and Alibaba owns 32.65% of Ant Group, according to the latest prospectus filing in Hong Kong. According to Bloomberg, Ant Group is expected to raise about $35 billion, which means it's going to be the biggest IPO in history. And if that's the case, Ant Group's valuation is going to be somewhere between $200 to $250 billion. So in comparison, Visa's current market cap is at $439 billion. Now versus MasterCard's market cap at $352 billion, and versus PayPal's current market cap of $232 billion at the time of making this video. Now, so what does that mean to most investors? It simply means that the Ant Group's valuation is likely going to be somewhere between PayPal's current market cap and Visa's current market cap. Here are some important information about Ant Group's upcoming IPO. Ant Group is not going to be traded in the US stock exchange. Ant Group is going to be traded in the Hong Kong Stock Exchange as well as the Shanghai Stock Exchange. Now, if you're planning to invest in Ant Group, you have to find a brokerage account that allows you to invest in Hong Kong Stock Exchange, or you have to buy Alibaba shares because as a proxy, because Alibaba owns about 33% shares of Ant Group. Here are the 6 main reasons I am planning to invest in Ant Group's upcoming IPO. Ant Group, the parent company of Alipay, is actually the largest digital payment service company in China, as well as the largest fintech company in China, with the biggest market share. Ant Group has 1 billion annual active users. It also has 711 million monthly active users using Alipay's app every month. Now, in terms of digital payments, its total payment volume in China actually had 118 trillion RMB during the 12 months ending on June 30th, 2020. That's huge. Now, according to iResearch, Ant Group has 55.4% market share in transaction volume as of Q1 2020, compared to its biggest competitor, WeChat Pay, which also had 38.8% market share as of Q1 2020. If we combine Alipay and WeChat Pay's total market share, they actually have a total market share of over 90% in China, which means both companies own pretty much all of the market share in China, or 90% of the market share in China. This is what we call a duopoly. Reason number 2, in China, Ant Group's Alipay is much more advanced than all other payment solutions we always hear about. This includes Apple Pay, Google Pay, PayPal, MasterCard, and Visa. Now, do you know that Alipay is much more than a digital payment service platform? Alipay also has other services, including credit services, investment services, and insurance services, all built into Alipay's app. Now, according to the company's latest prospectus filing, Alipay is expecting that, or Ant Group is expecting that the company's revenue growth going forward will be driven by its digital financial services, including its credit services, investment services, and insurance services, all within the Alipay platform. Now, this is in addition to the expected growth rate of Alipay's monthly active users as well as the total payment volume. I think this is a great news for Ant Group as well as Alipay, because we can expect that Ant Group will have multiple streams of income, not just from the payment solution, but as well as from other services, including credit services, investment services, and insurance services, all within the same platform. Reason number 3, China is going cashless. Pretty much most users in China with a smartphone, they all use either Alipay or WeChat Pay to pay all their items online, or to even go to stores to buy a lot of their items. Alipay and WeChat Pay currently own over 90% of the market share in China. Since China is going cashless, I expect that China's total payment volume from mobile devices will continue to grow over time. I think this will be great for both Alipay as well as WeChat Pay. Reason number 4, China has the largest population with 1.4 billion people living there. This is compared to India's 1.3 billion people and European countries' 747 million people and US 330 million population. Reason number 5, Alibaba will continue to be the largest shareholder of Ant Group with approximately 33% share of Ant Group after it goes IPO. So as more people continue to use Alibaba's platform, e-commerce platform, it will continue to drive more people using Alipay and will help Alipay to increase its what we call the total payment volume. Reason number 6, according to the company's latest prospectus, the company's financial statement is showing increasing monthly active users, as well as increasing revenues from Alipay and increasing revenues from its digital financial services, including credit services, insurance services, and investment services. And if you look at the financial statement here, we can see that the company currently has 711 million monthly active users using Alipay, and we can see the trend is gradually growing. Also, if you look at the total payment volumes, okay, it currently has $118 trillion for the year ended on June 30th, 2020. And we can see that total payment volume is also increasing gradually. That's also amazing. And if you look at the digital financial services consisting of credit services, investment services, and insurance services, we can also see the revenues from all these digital financial services are also increasing. And we can see the net profit of the company is also increasing. I really like the trend here. And as more people are continue using Alipay as well as its platform, including the digital financial services, I believe that the revenue growth and financial services growth will continue to increase. Now, I want to talk about the risk. I think it's very important for every investor to consider the risks before investing in any companies, especially IPO companies, because IPO companies are generally trading at a very high premium price when they go public. So let's talk about the risk of Ant Group right here. I think the biggest risk of Ant Group is competition from WeChat Pay. Right now, as I stated earlier, Ant Group's Alipay and WeChat Pay own about over 90% market share in digital payment services in China. I think this trend will continue because more and more people will continue to use their smartphones to pay for things online as well as to buy things in the stores. It's very similar to what we see with Visa and MasterCard. It's pretty much a duopoly market. I think this trend will continue. And this trend will basically benefit both Alipay as well as WeChat Pay. Here's a second risk I think we should consider. Do you know that China is testing digital currencies in certain markets in order to replace RMB and certain liquid banknotes and coins? Now, all these digital currencies will be backed by Bank of China. Now, I cannot predict how digital currencies will affect consumer behaviors when it comes to shopping online or buying things in stores. And I think eventually Alipay or WeChat Pay, or they will actually adopt digital currencies in their platforms. But I think this is one of the risks we should consider. Now, the third risk I think we should consider is Ant Group's IPO price. For most companies, when they go public, the IPO price will be very expensive, especially in the first trading day. According to Bloomberg, Ant Group is going to raise about $35 billion, which means Ant Group's IPO or the market cap will be somewhere between $200 billion to $250 billion. Hopefully, Ant Group's market cap will be somewhere between $200 billion to $250 billion in the first trading day. If we're going to compare Ant Group's expected market cap, PayPal's current market cap is about $232 billion compared to MasterCard's $352 billion and compared to Visa's $439 billion. In summary, I really like Ant Group's economic prospects based on the 6 main reasons I mentioned earlier. Now, if you're planning to invest in Ant Group's IPO, make sure you're only investing a small amount of money in Ant Group because relatively the stock price will be very high, especially in the first trading day. What I like to do is that I like to buy a small amount of money in, let's say the company, if I like the company first, and then if the company's price drops further, I will buy more shares, just like when I first invested in Alibaba's IPO a couple years ago in 2014. Also, if you're planning to invest in Ant Group's IPO, make sure that your brokerage account allows you to invest in Ant Group's H shares in Hong Kong Stock Exchange, or else you will have to buy Alibaba shares as a proxy. And also, I really recommend you to also do your own research first and always invest in what you know before you decide to invest in Ant Group. Also, always invest for the long term instead of short term. You want to know what you want to invest in first. You want to make sure that you're not speculating and you only invest using the money you don't need. If you really like this video, hit the like button and subscribe. I will post many videos about stock investing and personal finance that will help you become a great investor. This is Victor from the Intelligent Investor channel. Thank you, everyone.